It's June 4th and the heat has hit Southern California, hence my tomatoes are going berserk, and they're currently about 4.5 feet tall. Just many of them are growing up my poles that I've got in strings loaded with blooms, and I'm getting tomatoes every day. And I'm going to show you my kale. I don't think I've showed you any kale before. These are my kale plants over here in the corner. They get a lot of shade, so they're happy. But their neighbors over here out in the sun are not happy. So this is the point in SoCal when the soil starts to dry out, the peppers take over. The peppers are doing great out there. And everything else, the lettuce starts to wither up and gasp its last breath. My peas are drying up over there. We got a ton of them, but they produce once basically and then they die. The green beans, we got to go pick them right now. Oh, and there's a nice tomato right here. Look at that nice orange tomato. It's going to be fully red here real quick. These onions, you see the bulb on that red onion starting to get round. So I hope we get some good onions. I've never grown them before. So I'm going to work my way around. Hey, Austin. You could smile on camera.
Yeah.
Come on, smile. There you go. Go stand next to our scarecrow. We have to pick our daily zucchini, which I started in row 1. I've got 5 already. There's about 10 rows. So that's our scarecrow that we built. And his head kept falling over. We had him tied on, and he'd either be looking like he was asleep or like he'd broke his neck and tilted his head backwards. But like anything else, we came up with a solution. We had to stick a hoe in his face. That fixes everything. No, seriously, there's a hoe with a short handle inside of his face with the pole going back down through his back chest area, and that's holding his head straight up. His hat won't stay straight, but anyway, everybody's made jokes about him being impaled through the nether region, but you know, he's got to stand up somehow. He's got PVC pipe on a couple strings for his arms. So the rabbits next door, they've been in my melons, and they chewed some of the baby melons that were growing already. So hopefully my wife's melon patch in the backyard produces if these rabbits decimate my melons up here. I'm very bummed because I planted multiple types of melons up here, and if I don't get any cantaloupe or honeydew out of this, I'm going to be really upset. But we've been getting a ton of corn. Where are you going, dude? Oh, he found a zucchini. Okay, so Austin's going to pick one. Don't break the corn. Careful.
I know.
It's hard getting through here, as I've stated before, so he's going to pick one. Is it a big one?
Pretty big.
Pretty good size? Okay, I want to show you something about this garden update that's a little bit different. We've got 3 types of corn. Up here, the first 2 rows are yellow. And then you see with the reddish tassels at the top here, this is the hybrid corn, this yellow and white kernels. And then here at the back is the white corn, which was really growing slow. And now it's shot up so dang high. I'm 5'9", and I'm putting my hand above the camera here, about this level. And you see the tassels are easily, probably 9 feet. Maybe is that 9 or 10 feet? It's way up there. Whatever. Austin says it's not 10 feet. It's over 8, dude. Easily. It's way over 2 feet above my head. It's probably 3 feet. That's about 9 foot off the ground anyway. I don't know when they're going to stop. They just shot up in a week. But they've got silks on the corn husks. The corn husks are still small, but the rule of thumb, I guess, is about 2 weeks after they start to silk, your corn is ready. And it's been more like 3 probably for the yellow corn. We're gonna go through there today and pick some more. I think I picked 26 so far out of that, and it's not even close to the number that are in there. So some of these on the end didn't grow as tall, and I think it's because I never thinned them and they're crowded. But even so, being crowded, they produce good sized corn. And really, I don't see a need to thin them. You can see they kind of spread out on their own. What started a totally straight line ended up being about 5 rows wide, where they're coming up in different angles so that they could give themselves space. So my big sunflower that was in the middle is falling over. It's cool about this this scarecrow. He's on a swivel base, so when the wind blows, he moves. So I'm just thinking one of these times somebody be walking down the street and the wind will blow and he'll move and it'll probably scare the crap out of somebody. And I hope I could be out here when it happens so I can enjoy the comedy. Maybe it'll scare me. Anyway. Yeah, you can see where it's falling down in my melons up there. I gotta get that thing out. It's making a mess. So anyway, we gotta pick a mess of green beans today. They're all over this trellis. There's probably 100 or more in there. And we need to eat them, so. All right, that's my garden update, June 4th. Bye.